Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to Let's Fix Things. Today we're gonna learn how to fix a nail in the tire. Bought this dump trailer, used of course, and the previous owner used it for construction. And then once I got it home, I noticed I had a whole bunch of nails in the tires. So I went and found a couple on one of the tires and I marked it. So we're gonna see if we can plug them. All right, so I know on the driver's side, see these two little white marks here? It's a pen marker with a pen paint marker. Actually, I find works good. So I marked it here because the nail or screw is in there. And there's another mark here and a screw or new there. Nail or screw there. So I know there's more, but those are the easiest accessible. We're gonna attempt to do this without having to take it off. I don't think we should have to. I'll raise the dump bed up and we'll go from there. And the battery died. That's all I got. That should be high enough. I should have plugged it in. I haven't plugged it in a while. I'm gonna go get that cord. Give that a little while, get that charged up, and we'll leave it plugged in while we're working. So, first I'm gonna do is see if I get that safety bar high enough. There we go. I'm supposed to lower it down onto it, but I want as much headroom here as possible. I'm really not going underneath here, so it's really, I'll just keep my eyes on it. It doesn't even drip. The hydraulic cylinder's on pretty good. All right, go from there. All right, you can really see a lot better now. You can see that nail right there. Right there. I marked it when I found it. And there's another one there. And we're good to go. See what we can do. And I'm sure, I know there's more in these other tires, but for this purpose, we're probably gonna concentrate on this one. It's easiest to get to. And let me go grab some tools. All right, the basic stuff you're gonna need. You're gonna need the repair inserts. They're basically little strips. They come in packages. You can buy one, two. I buy them in bulk just to have them on hand. Not sure the names of these tools, but you can buy. Then you buy this. This actually is what inserts the plug into the hole. This actually cleans the hole. It's just a like a file with a point on it. You need something to extract the bolt, screw, whatever it is. And then what I do is I actually put some weather stripping adhesive on it also. Little extra sealant, never hurt anything. So next step is let's try to get the nail out. Okay, as you can see, I have it marked. It's a piece of metal sticking out right there. The other one's up here. We're gonna go for this one. And let's try to remove it. Get some wire cutters. It might not even be that deep. Oh, it's a little screw. There it is. And you can see it's definitely been worn. Not too bad. Definitely don't lose it, because otherwise it'll go right back in your tire. That's it. Let's see. Okay. And I don't even think that's leaking. Let's check, see if that's leaking. All right, you can see where that screw came out. Marks right there, the hole's right there. We're gonna see if it's even leaking. Just dish soap and water. Put it on there. And look real slow to see if there's, real closely, if there are any bubbles. And I do not see any. So we lucked out on that one. I do not see any bubbles. Take my time, do it again. And I don't see any. Let's see. No. Good. So that one's good. So I'm not even gonna, obviously I don't have to patch it. I'll keep an eye on it, but. All right. So if that's the case, let's check this other one here. Zoom it back out. And that one is right there. All right. Let's pull this one out. Oh, you can hear it. Yep. That one's leaking. Oh yeah. That's a good one. Let's get this in here so I don't lose all my air. All right. All right, let me move the camera so I can plug that, so I can ream that and show you how that works. All right, so basically, once you find the nail, get the nail out. This kind of sharp, it's supposed to clean that hole up. And you're gonna push it in. And it takes, you're going through the steel belts, but you gotta get it all the way in there. You think you're making a hole bigger, you actually are, but you're actually going to make it fit one of those patches. All right. Hold on one second there. All right, I don't know if this is the right way to do this, but when I can't get the in there, I actually make it a little easier for myself. And then that definitely opened it. Let's see if I can get this in there. There it goes. Now it's going. There it is. Spinning it around. What you're doing is you gotta get it big enough for this tool to get in there with a patch on it, which are these, they're like strings with rubber cement type on it. So spin it around a couple times, get it good, clean, or the other way. Okay. Oh, the camera fell. Definitely gonna edit that part out. All right, so basically how this works, can you see? This has a hole in it, but it's actually not one piece. There's actually a split up at the top end there. I don't know if you could see it, but there's a split up at the top end that your plug slips out of once it's in the tire. So put this in, and it's tight and it's sticky. And the air is still coming out of my tire. These are heavy duty tires, so they have 90 psi in them. So it also makes it a little harder to work on, but anyways, so there's your plug. And as you could see, it goes through there, and you're gonna bend it back like this. And what I do is I take some of the rubber cement, put it on here. I take the spike out of the tire, try to get a little bit of rubber cement on the hole. Hopefully the air is not gonna shoot all over the place. And then you gotta force this down in there. So that's the next step. Okay, got the spike or the ream, whatever you wanna call it, in there. Got my plug on my tool that inserts it. I got my adhesive. It's black weather stripping adhesive. So let's try to get some of it on there, if it's any good. I bought a new tube. I'm trying not to open it until I use this one up. Looks like the end is kind of clogged up on it. There it comes. All right, so this hard stuff, I'm just gonna stick over there. It's all the stuff that's already starting to cure in the tube. And of course, I actually broke a hole in the tube. Now it's gonna get all over me. Let's fold that. And there it is. Nice big old blob. I use that in the hole. All right. Like that. It's messy. Rather be messy now and not have a flat tire on the road. Put the cap back on this, even though the tube's no good now. All right. Yank this out. Put this over the hole, and of course it's going to shoot all over. Let's see if we can go. There we go. There it goes. You want it in, but you don't want it all the way in because it'll go right through. Then you gotta put another one on. Just like that. So I definitely got it past the inner wall of the tire. Definitely have some adhesive all over it. All right, now you don't want to pull this slow, because if you pull it slow, it's going to pull the plug out. So you kind of want to give it a quick yank. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Huh? Smear it out. This is all extra, obviously. Get rid of that. And get your clippers and just cut it flush. And that's it. And that tire should be sealed. One way you can test it, fingers crossed, is add a little water, and I see nothing. Let's zoom in. Great camera work. And it's right there. And I see absolutely nothing. So that one's completely done. All right, and there you have it. Kind of easy. Anybody should be able to do it. I think it's a great idea to have. You could buy these little packets and stick them in your glove box. That way you have it on the side of the road if you need it, but you also need an air source. So you could buy a little can of like a Fix-A-Flat air. That should help. But I think everybody should at least have a set at home. So that way in the morning or at night, you realize you had a nail in the tire, you could actually take it out. Basically, all you need is a set of pliers and the repair kit. You cannot use those plugs in the sidewall. The sidewalls are basically the outside tread line down to the rim. Definitely cannot use that. Pretty much no one will patch a tire if you rip a hole in the sidewall. That's only good for the tread. But I've had them in for years to the point where I wear the tires down. Save some money. Every dollar counts. All right. See you next time. Hey, it's me again. Hey, one thing I forgot to remind you of. Once you do that, make sure you check the air in the tires and fill it up. You can either bring it to a garage, have them fill it up, or obviously if you're home, fill it up with your little home air compressor. Don't drive on a flat tire. All right, that'll defeat the purpose of plugging it. But if you could do it like I did, and it still has some air left in it, as you can see, now I could drive that home and put air in the tire, because it's still, I was able to do it with not losing all the air. So, all right, and it's a good idea to check your tires every so often, especially if you drive around construction sites or go to the junkyard, scrap yards, stuff like that. You never know what's on the ground. I guarantee you I got more metal in the tires, so I'll be checking those. I just wanted to make a quick video of at least one of the plugs before I fix them all. All right, thank you for watching.